I'd like to welcome you here on this very special day. And I would also like to give you a little background. The Torrance Historical Society, which I represent, and many of the volunteers around here, have been led by Jerry Ronan in this project, and we call it Names on the Wall. Some of the names had been lost to history. They were recorded as a matter of record, but no one knew much about them. And Jerry, for many, many years, has had a project of researching them and doing biographies and doing extensive searching and monitoring. Other people have volunteered. We have volunteers who've written what I consider a master's thesis on some of these people. And it's a very worthy project because it puts them back in our memories and in our knowledge base. And that's extremely important to us. So again, welcome this afternoon. And I have a little bit of history and a sentiment to share. On August 18th, 1941, John Gillespie McGee flew an unpressurized Spitfire Mk1 to 33,000 feet. And that was the occasion for writing a brief poem I'm going to share. McGee was the son of an American and a Brit who were missionaries in China. He was born in Shanghai, educated at Rugby in England, where he won the Poetry Prize along with many other famous poets, and was attending school in the United States. He went to Canada when he made the decision to become an Air Force pilot. He joined the Royal Canadian Air Force in 1940, became a pilot, and began his service. He flew into the high flight, as he said, in August of 1941, came back and began on this poem, but it was something he did every day. He died on December 11th, 1941, aged 19 years old. High flight. Oh, I have slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you may never have thought of. I have wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, where never a lark or even eagle flew. And, while, with silent lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the hand of God. From a 19-year-old poet. Thank you.
Please join me in the flag salute. Pledge of Allegiance, I'm sorry. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll now begin the reading of the names on the wall. Luis Alvarez, Joseph Anzik Jr., Bernard Bailey, Olin Barkdal, Rudolph Baranek, Rudolph Bernasconi, Arnold Bielefnich, Ralph Brightfield, Kenneth Brooks, Clint Brown, Claude Bruce, Gary Broom, Bryson Burkholder, James Byrne, Archie Carroll, Paul Carter, Michael Carter, Thomas Carter, Dario Chavez, Ernest Coburn.
George Colburn, Morrison Cotner, Donald Craw, Douglas Crawford, Ricardo Crocker, Bert Crossland, Raymond Cruz, Leon Culverhouse, Dan Cunningham, James Daniel, Francis Dietland, Thomas Diltpress, Michael Dixon, Robert Dobson, Miguel Duarte, Bobby Edwards, Charles Eisenmacher, Edward Ernest, George Escobar, Anthony Eversole, Matthew Ferrara.
James Jude, Mark Jude, Terrace Candler, Michael Kessel, Bryce Kendrick, William Kirkpatrick, Lupe Lara, Stephen Lewis, Anthony Lugo, Louis Mador, Eugene Markwell, Thomas Martin, Wallace Oshie, Danny McMinn, Reuben Merkel, James Mitchell, Garland Moody, Joseph Mullen, Larry Munoz, Boris Butchuk, John Nestor,
James Newton, Robert Noble, William Nunn, Richard O'Brien,
Vladimir Obadine, Arthur Parker, Raymond Pennington, Milo Pluckett, Theron Price, Thomas Price, James Proudman, Gary Purcell, Fred Quajan, Lloyd Ramsey, Paul Ratliff, John Reynolds, Robert Richardson, Everett Reichert, Larry Robillard, Tony Roomsberg, Paul Sanderson.
John Fess Jr., Nestor Flores, John Foley, John Foster, Perry Franklin, Micah Guilford, Stephen Grant, Gary Grubbs, Jose Gutierrez, Chelsea Hamilton, Thomas Haslett, Robert Hatter, Isaac Heath, James Herlick, Alan Hill, John Hill, Ernest Hill Jr., George Isbell, Jesse Johnson, Frank Jones, Herman Jones.
Warren Sapp, Clarence Scheibler, William Schoolcraft, Robert Cyril, Eugene Shanner, Akira Shimatsu, Gregory Simonian, William Sleep, Addison Smith,
Christopher Smith. Edgar Smith. Francis Snay. Robert Stanbrook. Alex Stewart. William Stewart. Gregory Stone. Eugene Stryker. Rodney Stowbridge. Osamu Tamara. Ted Tanaway. Yukiwo Tanaway.
William Torrance. Richard Thayer. Royce Tidwell. Frederick Tiffany. Kenneth Tudor. Leonard Voorhees. George Walker. Ronald Wombaugh. Richard Washer. Earl Watson. Frank Webster. Norman Wenzel. Walter West. Theodore Weymouth. Ivan Wilcox. Larry Williams. Thomas Williams. Walter Wissell. Brian Wood. Charles Works. And Thomas Wright.
A moment of silence. That closes our program. Thank you for coming.
Take care. Good to see you again. Tell your mom hi.
Say hi to your mom.
How are you? You guys walked out?
No, did you?
Y'all dress her other one is